Talk to me about your talk. What is it that you're going to be sharing with us?
Actually, my talk here is called AI Cram Session, and
Okay.
I put it together because when I would come to conferences, everyone was talking about AI, but I kind of got the impression that people weren't really sure what they were talking about. Like, what's a RAG system? What's a vector database? What is the difference between an LLM and GPT? And just, is GPT a trademark that only refers to Chat GPT? A lot of times people would say AI, and what they really meant was a chat interface for an LLM running a GPT architecture. And that is a very tiny subset of AI. So in my talk, I drag people all the way from perceptrons, the very first computer that could learn, all the way through what deep learning is and how RAG actually works.
And you're sort of an expert on DevOps days at this point. You've been to many.
I've been to many. Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm glad I brought the experts on the show to help educate me
There you go.
about what this is all about. Okay. Let's talk a little bit about what you're talking about here.
Yeah. So I lead up the Dora research program at Google Cloud. And Dora, as you may know, is a research that's into how do teams get better at delivering and operating software. And so my talk, I'm going to lead folks through a little bit of an exercise where we can help them evaluate how's their software delivery performance going right now. But understanding how you are doing about something today is less important than what are you going to do tomorrow.
Right.
And so I'm going to try to give them and some space and some time to think about what might you improve when you go back to the office after this conference is over. And then, of course, Dora as a research program has been looking pretty deeply into artificial intelligence lately because, as you know, AI is on everyone's mind. And so we've really looked at how is AI impacting the developer workflow, how's it impacting software delivery performance, and so forth. And so my talk includes some of our findings there.
I'll be presenting about internal development platform, what it is all about, how to implement one in your organization, and how to actually get the maximum benefits out of it. So,
Okay. And can you share some of that wisdom with us here? Give us a little teaser.
yeah. So basically, IDP or internal development platform is all about developers. It is developer focused, and it should be created in such a way that all your DevOps tools or DevOps processes are all abstracted away behind a nice API or a UI. And the developers, instead of the DevOps people answering to all the developer requests, things like, hey, can you deploy my branch? Can you run a test and test my code? Or can you update production with my code? So things like these, although they are important, it's very like a low ROI work. And all those things should be done by the IDP, and all you have to do is maintain the IDP. As a DevOps team or a DevOps person, you should maintain the IDP, and that's what platform engineering is all about.
My session was called Designing Beyond the Template, How to Build Digital Ecosystems That Reflect the Complexity of Society. And so I emphasize how sociology influences technology and how technology reinforces us sociologically. I provide a couple frameworks for ways to approach, not just the actual design, UI, UX, but how to also look into your actual ecosystem when it comes to your brand, when it comes to outreach, community outreach, infrastructure, decision making, who's making the decisions. And I highlight how, inclusivity is not just, having a couple people who are like, oh, there are different ethnicities or someone's in a wheelchair. We're cool.
Yeah.
It's actually taking them into the decision making process and getting user feedback